Welcome back to One Up Rivals. This is Jay. I'll be joined by Ozzy, and I'll be playing Super Mario RPG, and I'll be playing the story mode for the first time on the Switch.
Yeah, do breezy.
Yeah, why not? Might as well.
No, don't do it.
Well, it's been like 20 years, something like that. 20 years since I've actually played this game or even seen it. No, I am going to do breezy.
I wish there would have been a harder mode.
I wish they would have done an easier mode than that. Easier than breezy.
Autopilot mode.
Yeah,
Don't they have one in
They
don't
do.
they have something like that in like one of the platformers, like New Super Mario Brothers or something, where it's like an auto mode or something? What am I thinking of?
No, maybe you're thinking of Mario Maker, where people used to make those levels that were
Auto scrollers.
like auto scrollers. But this isn't that. This is one of the most legendary games ever made for the Super Nintendo.
Some would say it's quite a star of the Super NES.
Like, I would give it 7 stars out of 10. It's such a good intro too.
It's crazy that they mixed the old cutscenes with new cinematics.
With the new cinematics. And even, but the background is really detailed though.
Yeah.
Like compared to, I don't know if you remembered or even seen the original.
It's been a while since I played the original. I think the last time I played it was on one of the virtual consoles.
On what,
Probably
the
on
Wii?
on the Wii.
I like how it just says you win.
You win.
But if you don't, you're a loser. That's like really congratulatory, or really like beats you up about it.
You're a smelly loser who
You
smells his own farts.
Yeah, you loser. Like, you suck at everything.
What are these enemies called?
It didn't say.
Yeah, it's
Let
when
me
you
see.
attack, I think. Terrapin?
Terrapin. Yeah, the good old Terrapin.
Yeah, classic
Yeah,
Mario
classic.
Mario characters, the
Yeah.
Terrapins.
The classic Terrapin.
And you're playing with the new music, right?
The new music.
Okay.
Wait, how would you even switch that out?
You just go in options. System.
Equipment. No, I know. I'm just looking at the equipment.
Well, you're not gonna have anything. You just.
I'm looking at the
His
layout
picture
of
looks
it.
so
It's-
goofy.
There's already a journal entry. Yeah, the Terrapin.
Ah.
Found in Bowser's Keep. Only Bowser's Keep.
They simply throw punches. That's what it said. Yeah, at the bottom right there. Music version.
So always choose who to attack or heal in battle. Don't skip. Skip targeting. Yeah, because this looks obviously a lot different.
I like how in all the Mario RPG games, like the tradition is to start off with a Bowser fight that you obviously aren't gonna win.
Yeah, that's like a ongoing
Like
joke or
Paper
trope.
Mario starts like this, and I don't know if Thousand Year Door. No, Thousand Year Door doesn't start like this. I think that's the only one that doesn't. And I think in Paper Mario, people have they like glitched it or hacked it to where they are able to beat Bowser, and it just crashes the game.
In what game?
Paper Mario, because you
Oh,
start.
they did?
Yeah, you start the same way of like you're at Princess Peach's castle, and then.
So how do they do that? Is like how do they like glitch it to make it?
So they just like they hack it to where they give you like infinite health for Mario, and then they just keep doing damage to Bowser.
And then it just breaks the game.
Yeah, and it literally just soft locks the game because you're not supposed to beat Bowser in the beginning.
Because that's the whole point. That's how it's programmed to.
Yeah, because it's a fight you're supposed to lose, and then you get like the same thing actually that happens. I didn't even realize the intros are really similar. This and Paper Mario, where it's like Paper Mario starts in Princess Peach's castle, and then it gets invaded by Bowser. Then you go to fight Bowser, and then he like.
But the irony in this is that Bowser ends up working with you, and then he becomes your buddy.
Yeah.
Somehow. Because there's a bigger. It's like the enemy. What's that? The enemy of your enemy is your friend.
Something like that. Your friend is your friend of your enemy.
The friend. Yeah.
The enemy of my friend is my friend's enemy.
No, because it's the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's like he's like, all right, this guy's. We're not gonna be able to.
So, their origin, they just came from space.
Yeah,
I guess
that's it. I mean, what more origin or backstory do you need? It's a sword from space. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a giant sword from space, from a random region in space that no one's explored. Probably teleported from some other dimension.
Also, they changed it used to be called Pipe House, which is funnier than Mario House.
I like he doesn't know which one it's actually.
What if Toad just thought the worst and thought Mario just hung himself or something?
Oh, come on. Did you really have to say, come on. Like hung himself to dry, you mean, right? Because his clothes. Yeah, because his clothes was wet from the storm.
Imagine a Toad just walking in and he just sees Mario hanging like that. He's like, oh my God, Jesus, Mario.
Yeah, your clothes is wet. You know, we had a clothesline. But like he doesn't know, like, oh, it's just his clothes. He's not in here.
Where's Luigi during all this?
He's lost somewhere.
This would be pre-Luigi's Mansion, so he couldn't be doing that.
Like, you're trying to tie in all these games are probably not related.
I didn't know you could.
Yeah, of course you can do that. That's the first thing I do. Just go to sleep as soon as I wake up.
Well, you've had a busy day. You got knocked around from Peach's castle.
Yeah, in real life.
Actually, Bowser's castle.
Yeah, it was Peach's castle.
I like how he said you're giving me the silent treatment, as if Mario is, he's known, to always not shut up. But now he's giving Toad the silent treatment. I wonder
if they changed. I wonder if they changed the distance. You know how it's just like the distance of the jump. I wonder if they would work on something like that.
Oh, I get what you mean. They probably had to
because of the scale of the game changing a little bit.
Yeah,
you think so?
I think so. Oh, well, I'll talk about it when we get to it. Remember that treasure chest we thought was unreachable after a certain point, the one in Mushroom Kingdom?
Oh, it isn't?
They fixed it in this. There actually is another way to get it if you don't get it the first time.
Before it was, right?
Yeah, before it was.
In the old version it was
yeah, but now there's another way to get it.
It was not that it was unreachable, but you couldn't go back to get it if you missed it the first time.
Well, that is what unreachable is.
No, you mean unmissable. You mean not unreachable.
No, it was unreachable. The first time, like, if you didn't get it, if you didn't jump on that Toad in the original version. If you didn't jump on that toad and at the right time, you couldn't get it in the original version.
But that's what I mean. Like you couldn't go back to get it because there was no other way. It wasn't that it wasn't unreachable, because unreachable would suggest that you can never
it doesn't
get
matter.
to it.
You can't get it anymore in the old one, but you can get it now in the new one, which is cool. So they made improvements like that. Is his name like Exor or something? Is it like a play on Excelsior?
I don't think his name is Exor.
I thought it was Exor.
Wait, what was his name?
He didn't say his name. I'm pretty sure his name's Exor. The only reason I know that is
Exor?
because I think it's
How did
Exor.
you get that? Where'd you get that name?
Because there's this video on YouTube that's like a Super Mario RPG rap. It's like a super old video.
It's probably not it.
And they say, my name is Exor. I'm the something.
The sword from the Legend.
Yeah,
of the
my name is
Seven Stars?
Exor. And he goes to rap. It's like they use the beat of the forest maze, and then they're like rapping in the video. And it's a video about Super Mario RPG.
Sure, it's not like El Sexior.
El Sexy?
El Sexior.
El Sexo?
El Sexor.
Chancellor of Mushroom Kingdom. I've said this multiple times. I love Mario's thing in this game where he looks up with his hands up. I don't know when he'll do it, but
you talk about that anime,
that pose where
anime
you
expression.
No, I don't think it's an anime expression. It's just him. I don't know what that's supposed to convey.
Well, it seems like an anime thing.
It's him of looking up with his hands up. I just love that. And then what's the other one? The other one? No. The other one that's like an anime thing is where
it's when they fall down.
Yeah, it's when they fall down. It's when the character says something so ridiculous, the other character's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that." Yeah,
like
and
that
they
happens
collapse.
in
Yeah, that's such an
like
anime like trope thing. Do you know about action commands?
I'm gonna say no. Even though I was gonna select yes, but I'm gonna say no. I just want to enter a battle, like. Yeah, hold it. Right there.
I like that. Oh my god. I don't know why it seems so much more vicious when it slowed it down of you just
That's what I
punching
wanted to see.
a Goomba.
That's what I wanted to see.
Jesus Christ. I think I found what I'm gonna use for the what we're gonna use for the
Well, it's good because like
thumbnail. Just Mario punching a Goomba.
Because you know how when you see like someone getting punched or boxers fighting in slow motion, and you see like them getting hit in the cheek.
with the
It just looks so much more violent than it if it was just regular motion, where someone's just getting punched in the face.
The particles of water or sweat or whatever. Yeah, that they get punched through.
And it's just like no, and you see the skin rippling.
Yeah,
when they're getting punched.
I have an idea now what to do. I might work on it today. Mario in a boxing ring. Punching
with
a Goomba.
gloves on?
Yeah, punching a Goomba. We'll workshop it. I don't like the way Toad looks in this though.
Why? Because he has a neck?
No, he looks like he doesn't have a neck.
No, he
actually.
doesn't have a neck.
He just looks smushed. Like Mario looks fine. He looks like you know,
he looks fine
like
without a neck.
Cutesy, chibi kind of style.
You're
but
used to it.
That I don't know why the proportions on Toad just look weird. Because look at all his arms. Like,
well, he's a toad.
No, I know, but there are better proportions that. Like he looks better in like Toad's Treasure Tracker. Like he's better proportioned.
But that's more of a modern style though.
That's true.
That's the reason why he looks like that.
I know, but I guess that just didn't translate well to this game.
Well, because it was before, like they couldn't really change up the look too much. They had to kind of stay true to the look a little bit. Like if they were just to like stretch Mario or Toad, like it would just look off, even though they try to fix it.
Yeah.
If they stretched them out, it would. I think the proportions compared to the enemies would look off.
Like the Goombas look fine.
So I think that's the scale of it had to stay similar.
I like the little dance they do when you level up. Lucky. Oh, we figured that out. We figured that out, right? Of when those things come out. Do you remember?
Isn't it just when you do when you're timing on it? Isn't it when you do a good attack?
That might be it. I don't know if we figured it out. Oh, you messed it up. So does playing this game in 2024 now, does it fill you with nostalgia still?
Yeah, even though it's the new music and then like the visuals.
Like, does it transport you back to when you first played it?
Yes, it does. It does. Just the music, you almost forget that you're playing the new version of it.
Like it's almost like playing this now.
But it's not boring though. That's the thing.
Playing this now is how you felt playing it back then.
Exactly.
Of how the fresh new experience.
Yeah, even though you see it for the first time, and it was like mind blowing seeing it. Now you see that game compared to this, and it was like, oh wow! Like I thought that game was impressive.
Because it's also like it was the first like quote unquote 3D perspective Mario game, right? Because normally you would see them just 2D, right?
Yeah, the three fourths perspective. Yeah.
This is the first time, so it's almost like it feels more open. It's like, whoa, like usually you only
see him side scrolling.
And this is the first time. Oh, you missed that.
Well, he missed too.
This is the first time. You can't jump yet?
No.
Are you sure? Special.
No, you're talking about the jump.
Oh, you're out of flower.
No, the jump, you can do the jump.
But you're out of flower.
Yeah, you just, I'll probably get a flower tab coming up. So I'll just do this. I'll start
remember. So you're going to do
I'll
left
just
to right?
start left to right.
All right.
Yeah. Just to keep it in order.
You just landed right on him.
It should if like you land right on top of him, but I know they wouldn't do that. Like where you just defeat him, but then you probably wouldn't get experience points. It would just give you like the auto.
If they're a weaker enemy though, if let's say you're a higher level and you go back to an earlier area, they don't like automatically.
No, unless you get the star. You know how I was telling you when you get the star?
Yeah, it automatically defeats enemies.
It automatically defeats the enemies. I think that's the only time.
And for that, you get the experience, same experience.
You get the same.
As if you did fight them, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Oh, you remembered about that. I think I got assaulted when I played him first time. Like a Goomba coming out of the alleyway to steal your wallet.
Like I just didn't realize where I was at.
Well, yeah, because they can't jump. Goombas aren't allowed to jump. Or maybe they can't.
They're probably just not allowed to.
I don't think their bodies would allow them to jump.
No, I just mean like Bowser doesn't let him, like, because he's so anti-jump. Like he hates Mario that much. He's like, no.
Hey, you just missed all those enemies.
No, I'm gonna go back. I just never noticed. Like, is he shooting one of his fangs or?
Oh, when they do the projectile.
Yeah, when they do the projectile.
I think they're just spitting on you.
No, it looks like a spike. Doesn't look like. I thought it was.
But they still have their teeth.
Is it spit?
I think
because that looks pretty sharp. That spit is like that's the sharpest spit I've ever seen.
I think they're just spitting on you. Yeah. Pick me up.
Really? It's spit? Let's see if he does it.
Let's see. Because they do either the bite attack or the thing, right?
Yeah, which I'm telling you, it looks like they're. Well, they're not gonna do it now.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen now. For the rest of the game, like for the rest of the time I play this, not even.
Maybe you hallucinated it. Maybe.
No, it just looks like like they're shooting some kind of. You know how when Sheik does that attack with those needles, it looks like they're shooting needles.
But where would it have needles?
Exactly, I don't know.
No pockets.
That's why maybe it was one of their. Maybe it was their teeth.
So you got a flower tab. You should probably save it because you're good on mushroom right now, or you're good on flower. You have 10 out of 11. That
to world map, yeah, just in
I have
case
another
you need to.
Go back to the never mind.
To which one?
I was just gonna say go back to the quip thing.
The quip?
That looks like a mugshot.
Oh, his
or like that'd
the
be on a wanted
profile
poster.
picture.
Yeah. That gave me an
I forgot to
idea.
equip the let me see. Well, no, I got the flower.
Yeah, that's what I said. You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm good at that. All right, so I don't think I missed anything here.
No, I think you're good. And there's no way to defeat Lakitu, huh?
No, not in this. I don't think even if you get the
Star, you can't reach him.
No, I don't think it won't give you that either.
Oh, what does that do?
Let's see.
Lucky Star.
Lucky Star. What does that do?
Action commands succeed for 2 turns. Does that count?
So action commands. Well, normally that hurts you. I'm surprised that didn't. Normally, if you do a move like that, and it doesn't. So almost okay. It's like that.
That's a spike.
Yeah,
he's
that's
a
the
spiky
same
enemy.
attack that the Goomba does.
I don't believe you. I didn't see it.
I'm telling you, it was the same exact move.
That makes sense because he's a spiky guy.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He's like a porcupine.
So the Goomba, I don't know why the Goomba's attack. And so these keep spawning infinitely, right?
So that's just if
those
I think
enemies.
They do. I think that's if you need to just grind before you.
Well, I think
fight
I'll
this
probably
boss.
go back and do that real quick.
Well, you're already gonna fight the boss though.
No, I know after. No, you can go back.
Oh, okay.
Dude, come on now.
I think you're. I don't know. Do you think you need?
No, I should before I defeat him.
That's cool. That almost tells you. It tells you when they're almost gonna be defeated. I don't remember seeing that last time. I don't think they updated. They haven't updated this game in a while. I don't remember that it saying that though before when I played it.
Really? You think the first time when you played it?
I think I would have pointed that out of like, oh, that's cool. They tell you now when someone's low.
Maybe because you were better and you defeated them like the first time.
Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
No, it could have been like maybe just the attacks because my timing's off. So maybe your attack was better, like your timing was better, so it was dealing. I don't know, because I don't remember seeing that either. But maybe you missed it. Maybe we weren't paying attention to that.
Have these enemies appeared in any of the spiky ones? Oh yeah,
they're just a regular.
But there are
Mario
some
Brothers.
enemies that are like exclusive to this game that haven't appeared in other Mario games, right?
Yeah, they're like those. My favorite one early on is that wolf. I forgot what it's called.
Those
That
wolves?
wolf one.
Yeah,
I don't know what's.
No. Yeah. I think
No,
I haven't
I
seen
don't-
them.
Well, not that I remember. I mean, I don't. It might have, but I don't remember seeing that enemy.
Yeah, those will look cool. Or what about those frogs? Those like weird lanky frogs, like really tall.
The only game that I think, but it's not. It's probably like that would fit into more like a Mario 2. I think
okay.
Mario. Yeah,
You
but the
mean-
second
yeah.
one, the
Yeah.
second one that we got, because there's a Super Mario Brothers 2 that was in Japan only.
Yeah.
But the one we got, which was the U.S. release, those are the kind of enemies that you would see in some weird game like that. Because that game was out there.
Because that's also where Peach gets from Smash Brothers. That's where Peach gets her turnip pole, right?
Yeah, and
That
that game
move.
was it was such a weird. It was such a departure because when you go to 3, after they do a Mario 3, that's just so much more of an evolution of the original. But 2 is like the obscure one. It feels weird, It's just like
because they added all these other mechanics that they never brought
Yeah.
back.
well, it's kind of
Well,
like
what does that do?
there is a nod to it in Wonder though. There is a nod to it when you go when you get the seeds.
Oh, nice.
When you get the seeds, and then it goes into like the shadow. It almost turns into like silhouette.
Yeah.
When you get the wonders,
Yeah.
and then it turns into like kind of like it's all shadowed and it looks all like kind of like all the enemies are animated and the platformers are moving and stuff like that. That's more of a nod to that.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna use yeah, I might as well use it.
Oh,
What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say save that for the boss, but
No, that's fine. I could just use a flower tab before that
oh, you're right.
if I end up having to use it. Because I know I have to do it in the menu, but it's fine.
Should have at least saved the move.
No, I'll just
though.
use that.
No, the gauge move. You should have saved that for the boss.
It's fine. It's only I don't think does he have
I don't think he's tough, but just just
no,
in
but
case.
doesn't he doesn't have any other like enemies with him, right? It's just him?
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, I missed that one. No, it's fine. I mean, I'll have to heal. I'll just heal before. I just got to remember to do that because let me do that right now, actually. Because I might end up...
Pick me up is a revive, right?
That's a revive, yeah.
Okay.
So revives it down to ally, but you can't revive yourself. So
Yeah.
yeah, until I get another party member.
Is it when you get other party members, when you get your full party, is it still
So you can use
if
recovery
Mario,
items with X in the field with X. Okay.
even when you get your full party, is it that kind of RPG where if Mario dies, the game's over?
No,
Or
it's
do
not.
you keep playing?
Because I don't know if you remember that. I think you were asking that the first time. So I'm just gonna do one more enemy, and then that's it. I'll just move on.
All right.
I did. No, I wasn't sure if that was the case, but I don't know if you remember talking about that. That you don't fail the game, or it's not game over.
Well, that's good. I hate RPGs.
Where the main character, the first person you start with.
I hate that when it is
Why?
game over.
It's too difficult, unnecessarily difficult.
No, well, because I was playing Persona 4, and
is that what happens in that?
Yeah,
Persona
if
4?
your main guy dies.
Oh, so this is 2, so it's Hammer Bros.
Oh, I thought it was one guy.
Well, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I think you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Exactly.
No, but yeah, in Persona 4, same thing. It's like you have a party of 4, but when your main character dies, game over. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
And they don't give you. There's no like do-overs. That's
Nope.
it.
So it's like I like RPGs where it's like even if Mario dies, you could still keep playing. You just have to revive him.
Maybe because it was so old school. Like they didn't want to discourage people like that.
But the thing is, I think Paper Mario
Is like that?
is like that, where if Mario dies, it's game over. If I remember correctly. I like the boss themes, or the boss music that what they play when you're fighting a boss. You might want to heal.
I was gonna take a chance, but I was like, I don't want to die this
I would not
early.
risk it.
Even though he missed, of course he would.
Oh, I
Right after I
missed.
heal.
Oh, I missed.
That was from a war.
Wario and Mario
Where
Party.
does he say that in?
He says that in Mario
he
Party.
says that in Mario Party.
Whenever you lose, he goes, "Oh, I missed." Fireball. Oh, he doesn't dance. Oh, this is where you get the hammer. Do you think with this remake released, they could potentially make a sequel to this? Like
I don't
a
think-
Super Mario RPG 2?
I don't think they would do that. Because I don't remember the story, but I don't know if they would revisit the world like that and make a sequel to it. I don't know if they would call it because it's a tricky thing, because it's weird, because Paper Mario is kind of like the spiritual sequel to it.
Yeah, but they're still separate franchises, I
It's
think.
separate franchises, but it's still different. It's still kind of considered the spiritual sequel to it.
Which I can't wait for 1,000 Years. I keep forgetting, and then I keep remembering that
And
they're
that's
going
going
to
to
remake.
come out this year, right?
Yeah. Wait, is it? Is it this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it
God.
was. Well, I don't know when. Because I could have sworn they said they announced they just said 2024. So they didn't say when.
No, you have to talk to him, and I think he jumps faster.
Does he?
Yeah. He gets excited. Yeah, so you talk to him. Yes. Yeah, right, kid. Now try jumping on him. Although I remember, I think, I don't think there's a secret in this one.
No, there's not. Because if you go back with the badge, right?
Yeah,
With the
it didn't
secret-
show it. I mean, we could go back once you get the badge, but I'm pretty sure I remember us being like disappointed that there wasn't a secret in this room.
Because you would expect it to have
Yeah.
something, right?
But I get what you're saying. But yeah, I
'Cause
guess
it's-
I'll be excited for
Because
1,000 Year Door.
it's just such a unique time period, you know, going from the Super Nintendo to the N64,
Yeah.
and then Square Enix never working with Nintendo on
Yeah.
a sequel. So it was just kind of like it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know if they were planning to, and if it fell through, or if they were planning to make a sequel to it, or revisiting the world.
Well, I think there's when you look at early stages or early ideas for Paper Mario, it started off as a Mario RPG 2. That was like the working title.
That's what I'm saying. Is that was,
and then they changed it to Paper Mario.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that's why it's considered like the spiritual sequel, because it was in a way going to be the direct sequel to Legend of the Seven Stars. But they just recalled it. Yeah, if you recall,
this part.
Yeah, that was we transforms into to tell the
like
story.
Doing, that pose. I love that pose.
And then he just like does that fall.
Egad. I like how they understood everything after his little pantomime. So the way to get that, you have to wait. So just do this story stuff, and then you have to exit the castle.
And when you go back in, the toad will be there?
Yeah, there'll be a walking toad now.
Instead.
And that's how you get it again. Or that's how you get it. Better not be goofing off. And then do the Easter egg. By the chair. I wonder what that could be. That has to be something.
That's how you get a mushroom.
I know, but because you found that in her secret hiding spot, he tells you here, he bribes you. He's like, hey, if you don't tell anybody what you found in Peach's room, I'll give you a mushroom. There's so much speculation on what that item is because it just says found Peaches ? So yeah, watch. I think go back. Yeah, I think it's after this cutscene. That reptile. Big boys don't cry. There you go. So see, in the original, yeah.
So it was
that toad wasn't
impossible
there.
if you
Yes.
if you didn't get that the first time.
Yes. And I think that's all the treasure chests you can get in there, right?
Yeah, I think so. There might, unless was there one?
I think you got them all.
I don't remember if there was a secret one down here, or what. There wasn't, huh?
No. Mario just nods. Yeah, I am. But why was I crying? This is Malo. If you had to pick, it's gonna be very decisive or very divisive. But if you had to pick
Probably
one,
Gino. Just having Smash Brothers.
yes, that's what I was gonna ask.
Malo's cool, but Gino, I think Gino's attacks would be interesting.
Malo would be too much like Kirby, maybe.
Yeah, he would be probably a little too similar to Kirby. Even though he could still have unique
Oh, you have to jump
moves.
here.
Yeah.
I like this game, and Paper Mario does that thing where it's like, you're already famous, right? Like people already know you're Mario.
Yeah, somehow.
Like everyone says you're the Mario.
Yeah, somehow.
That implies
Okay.
that all the other games have taken place canonically on the Mario timeline. That's what I want to see. I want to see the Mario timeline, like the Zelda
Well,
timeline.
that one's even more confusing because that one doesn't make any sense at all, I think.
Like Luigi's Mansion is in the timeline where Mario gets kidnapped.
Well, if the Zelda timeline didn't get sorted out until years after, and then even then it didn't really get sorted out. They just said there's, oh yeah, you guys thought it was one timeline.
Well, no, we
It
even
was
before.
split it into three.
I remember us watching
It'd
a
make
video,
it even more confusing.
a game trailers video where they already, even before the Hyrule Historia was out, they already assumed it was multiple timelines. I think they said 3.
It was.
They already theorized.
Do you
3.
think that was before the
Yes, it
Hyrule
was.
Historia?
I remember because we watched
It was
that
game
video.
trailers. We
Yeah.
used to watch that video all the time with that epic music, right?
Yeah.
When they start playing that epic music and that.
That was
That
way
was-
before.
That was one of my favorite videos to watch. I would rewatch that just for the music. And it was just like, I would just watch that for the music.
Yeah, that video.
Yeah, so yeah, I would just watch it every once in a while. And then it was like, I thought it was after Hyrule Historia, but I guess
No, it was
not. I guess they
before.
were just speculating before that.
Because they're pretty dead on. It was
Maybe that's why they
just the order
created Hyrule
of certain
Historia.
games in the timelines that they got kind of wrong. But yeah, I would like a Mario timeline. Because I think technically the Paper Mario games take place in a story. Cause
Like a storybook.
yes, because
Wasn't it?
there is a Mario and Luigi cross Paper Mario
Wasn't
game.
it this? It was like if it was a play, if Mario Brothers was a play,
No. Well, for Paper Mario, even Thousand Year
because
Door.
it's a stage. It's
Thousand
like a
Year
stage,
Door,
isn't it?
No, it's like a storybook. Because
Oh, it's more
Thousand
of a
Year Door
storybook?
starts with the opening of a storybook, and in Mario and Luigi crossed over with the Paper Mario game, I think the way they get into Paper Mario's world is they go into a storybook. So it's implied, I think, that Paper Mario takes place within a storybook. So it's almost like it's a story within the Mario Brothers world.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's like a children's book written by somebody about an adventure that Mario had.
So like similar.
So that's
to,
what Paper Mario could be.
Similar to Smash Brothers,
where they're toys.
And how it's like toys, and
yes,
it's like a child or
playing with the master hand. Yeah,
playing with.
Yes.
So it's like similar to that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are the frog weirdos I was talking about. I don't think I've seen them in
the frog. Is that their name? The frog weirdo. It is, right? That's the enemy name. That's the enemy's names, right?
Because it's weird. It's a frog with long legs.
Yeah. What did you say? Frog weirdo.
Yeah, frog weirdo.
Weirdo. Freerdo. Frogog. And even that name, even the name is weird.
Like they have belts too. Why does he need a belt?
And only he doesn't have pants on. It's just a belt.
It's just
like
a belt.
What's the whole point of that?
Why is it holding it up? Yeah, what's it holding up then?
Like who knows?
I don't want to know. You'll regret jumping on me. Go ahead and try. I dare you. What are you, scared?
No, I'm not. Because I already tried it and nothing happened.
Do that to the frog.
What, jump on him?
No, do the mind reading thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me just take this guy out. Mind reading? Is that what it's called?
I like Wallow's stupid face. He's so happy to be there.
But you have to get...
This bright sunlight better not fry me. Cool.
So what does that mean? The bright sunlight. Is that a hint to his weakness?
Maybe. Like
and Malo's already down.
You got Malo killed.
So let's see if this works.
They really like Malo, the name Malo. Because there's a Zelda character named Malo.
Yeah, I wonder if they know what that means. Like,
I was gonna say it's almost ironic. They give it to characters that are like either good or nice, or they're not at all bad.
But I wonder if they even have an idea that it might
Spanish
what it might imply
meaning
if they did.
Well, I think this Malo is almost like it could be like marshmallow. Like a play on
marshmallow.
Yeah, like Marlowe,
yeah.
Marshmallow, because he's kind of like
so it's just a coincidence.
Yeah, so this one might be
just a coincidence.
But the other one is spelled Malo, which I think that's how the Spanish word is, right? Malo. Is that how it's spelled?
What'd you say?
Malo. That's how the one in Twilight Princess is. That's how he's named. I mean, actually, he is kind of Malo because he has like grumpy face.
The way his face looks.
He's a baby face. One, right? That starts the store. Frogog. Even that name is disgusting. Oh, it was the frog's weakness.
So it was. That's why he was saying that.
No, but he said something about he said said fry.
The fry.
No, he said fry. So I guess, yeah.
So fries were his weakness.
Yeah, fries. He can't keep his hands off.
Just double save.
Because you don't
just
trust
in
your
case
first one.
I don't trust my safe one.
You don't. Not only do you not trust
save, I don't trust myself. I don't trust.
I was gonna say not only auto saves, but you don't even trust your own manual saves. No, I don't even
trust my own manual saves. And you can't run in this, right? Like you can't run while you're exploring.
I think you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Well, with X or what?
I think it's already set. It's in the options. You could set it to auto run.
In the options?
Yeah. System settings. Yeah.
Default move, dash, walk.
Yeah, it's already set to.
That's dashing.
Yeah, so that means you move
slower. So what would be
than
walking?
I don't know. It's probably smooth.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
It's probably slower than that, though. Oh, those are the wolves we were talking about.
Yeah, these wolves here.
I think you still just jump on the blocks.
No, I'm just looking at that. Just trying to see, like... So that's where they cut off, like, the map, is that once you get to that darker green...
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing back there, was there? No. Yeah, I just want to get those first. And anything that was up here. Wait, was there anything? I thought there was something up here.
No, I think that's just to go over.
If you have to jump here, right?
No, it's just to go over. Oh.
No, you didn't get that the first time?
I don't remember.
Coca-Cola?
I don't think so.
Let's see, what does that say? Let's see, what is that? All members recover fully.
Oh, that's really good.
But you have to use it before, so if any of them perish, obviously you can't. So you just have to be strategic. Amount you can carry 3.
How come you can only carry limited items? That's
because
weird.
It's so powerful, dude. It's a Coca-Cola. That's like...
So what happens if you get 4?
You can't get 4. That's what it says. The amount.
Like it won't let you pick it up?
It won't let you. Yeah, that's the amount.
That's crazy.
The amount you can carry, just 3. Because it's so powerful. It's like Coca-Cola,
like
dude. Any more than 3 and you'll croak.
I don't like that.
Why not?
Don't limit the items in an RPG. Let me carry 99 of everything.
Yeah, 99 of the most powerful items.
K9, that's a good name for them.
Let me just do this. I don't have that, so.
Honey syrup. Oh, but you did that on the wrong person.
It doesn't matter.
Oh no.
No, it heals. It's for the party. It's not just. Yeah,
it's not just for one person.
Just for one person. It's fine because.
No, don't.
I just really want to just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do the psychic ability. See what he says. Nothing, because I missed it.
Well, you know they changed the name on that.
You have to get the timing on it to get. Remember?
Yeah, to get the quote.
The quote, or the secret thought, or to read his mind, right?
They used to, in the original game, they called it Psychopath, but it didn't make sense. Yes.
Did they change the name of it?
Yeah, because it didn't make sense. Because I think they're going for a psychic thing, but...
I'll just use the gauge on them then.
No. Oh, I was going to say, you should have read the mind first before you do that.
Well, it doesn't matter. There'll be another one.
The wolves kind of look like they'd be a villager in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, he does.
Did you get it? Can I have a bite? It's funny. This dumb face. Like, why is he so happy?
Because he's a murderous mushroom.
He
who
looks
thinks
like
he's a frog.
He looks like a cupcake, and his shirt is like the wrapper.
He's a murderous cupcake.
Like his pants or shirt, whatever, look like the wrapper that'd be on the cupcake.
I thought you meant like a wrapper, like a...
No, like he looks like a cupcake, and like, see right, especially here. Like you see his little collar ruffle thing, they look like the thing you'd peel off a cupcake, like the little wrapper.
Yeah, he does. He does look like that. Wow, you did a lot of damage on that.
I was gonna say, you might want to watch your health.
Well, good thing there's an autosave, huh?
You gotta get the timing better.
Well, I didn't miss that much. I mean, it was just right here. I really wanted to use my items, but I just took a chance on that.
once again.
Because that's what happens is if you get the timing good, you get those items. I was just being greedy because I really wanted to just... I didn't want to use them on those enemies.
But you can buy items. Like, it's not like you're limited on items.
Yeah, I don't want to buy them yet, though.
Plus, you get a lot of coins.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not gonna spend the coins. I like to save up the coins for the gear. So I don't really like to use all the coins for the items.
Might have to do the thought one again, though. Ooh, that's a good one. I think RPGs almost live and die. Not live and die, but a good turnoff initially could be if they don't have a good battle theme, because that's a theme you're going to be hearing for the entire game. And luckily, like this game has like one of the best. Like, it's so catchy. Like one of the best battle themes, I think.
Was there games that you
There have been
play?
I can't think of it, but there have been RPGs that I'm just like, I'm not feeling this battle theme.
So it's whenever that exclamation point shows up, that's when you do the prompt, right?
Yeah.
And then
This little dance.
all right, so we'll just do the same.
No, you haven't done magic.
Well, no, that's for because Malo's leveling up.
Oh,
So I'll
you
just
have to
do
keep
that.
track of everybody's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's kind of a nightmare.
Well, yeah, that's what I was telling you. There's no way to know which one you did.
I wish I would have told you, like, hey, this is the last one you did.
Yeah, they could have added something, but I don't think they would have updated it like that.
It's not a big deal, but it's just like another little simple like quality of life thing. Like, hey, this is the last one you did. Goom de goom.
Like, what is that?
I
Why
don't
is he
even
saying
know what
that?
that means.
See, now they're not doing the attack, like that spike attack, at all.
I don't believe
It just
you.
happened once.
I think you imagined
like
it.
literally happened just once.
I think it was just you imagining it. Are you sure you weren't fighting the spiky enemies?
Positive.
I would not waste that on.
Well, you just have to watch the
I
video
would not
back.
waste that on Koopas.
You don't think so? Why not? Take them both out.
But they're so weak. They take.
And almost took them out both with
Yeah.
that.
They only did have like 16 health. I think that's what they said. That's what the thing said.
Oh, so this is him dashing, huh?
Yep, that's as fast as Mario can run.
Well, I guess you could just farm these then, if you wanted to. If you're really that desperate to like level up.
I don't think you have to do that hardcore grinding in this game, though, right?
Not really. I mean, it's not necessary. If you want to early on, but it's not really like... If you don't do that, then you're not going to lose much. There's enough enemies constantly fighting.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's random either. You know, like in like some games where you wouldn't even see the enemy pop
Yeah.
up. And you're just walking across the world and you just randomly
Yeah, so you can
encounter.
avoid them if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I
So
love that.
It's up to you.
I hate RPGs with random encounters.
Yeah, there's a lot of like that, especially the older ones too.
Yeah, like old Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest.
Not even RPGs. I think Zelda 2.
You mean Zelda 2 as well?
Zelda 2 as well. That did that, and it wasn't an RPG, and it was a random, like where you would do where you were like Link's Adventure, where you were just walking around in the world, and it would just randomly encounter enemies, or it was like levels. It was like screens where the enemies were, but there was nothing on the screen, and then you just
so you'd
randomly
be walking,
encounter, and you
and
just
then
be
it'd
walking.
be like you
Yeah.
get dropped into a separate screen with enemies, and that would be like the
Yeah, and it would just side scroll. So it was a weird combination because that game was kind of weird.
like a light RPG.
Not even light RPG. It was just like the 2D scrolling, and then when you were walking, it was like this style, like three-fourths perspective. And then, but you couldn't see the enemies that you were encountering, so you would just randomly.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it would just show the screen where like, all right, you hit an enemy, and then it would just go to the side scrolling screen, and then it just you'd have to defeat a whole bunch of enemies, so you'd have to scroll through the whole screen, and you couldn't exit out. I think you'd have to fight all of them. Like, I don't even know. I can't even tell you how many deaths I had in that game. I mean, it was fun. It was a fun game, but one of those games you only play once, really.
What if they make a paper Legend of Zelda, like an RPG?
What do you mean, like similar to they kind of did that with what's it called? Let me see if I have any. Yeah, I do. Kind of did that with the that game for the 3DS.
Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds.
But it wasn't an RPG. It was just like you turn into graffiti.
Well, the style of it, I mean, how
Yeah.
you're flat.
I guess he's weak to fire too. Oh, now you want to do flower. Or magic.
No, because I was going left to right.
No, I know, but I said flower. I thought
You
it
said
increases your
well-
flower, but it increases your magic attack and magic defense.
Well, I know what you meant by the magic. I know you were saying the next one, whatever the.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those happens when you get the good timing, right? If you
That's what
don't-
it seems to be.
That's what it seems to be. It's not random, right? If you don't get the
It's
prompt.
like perfect timing will get you those.
Yeah, see, like there, obviously I wasn't gonna get that. Yeah, I'm gonna use his attack for this one. I always forget to have the HP rain on them.
What does that do?
It heals you. Well, it heals your
The whole party?
I think you can heal yourself, and I don't know if your whole part. Let me see. Let me read. So HP shower. Hit 8 just before shower ends. No. Well, that was a good hit.
So I guess his weakness is fire.
Yeah, but it didn't. I don't know when you do the.
Did you do the thought thing?
I did.
And what happened?
Well, I forgot what he said, but I don't think it showed the weakness.
It should have showed his weakness on the right. It shows it on the right. when you do
Maybe
it.
it did. I just wasn't paying attention.
I mean, fire seems to do the job. Yeah, see? Weakness, it even tells you. Weird mushroom. Oh, God. Or I'll belt you. Adios, amigos. That's kind of a weird thing to introduce, like another language in the game, in the world of the game. Because does that imply Spanish exists in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Well, I think it's just because of the expression. Because even though it's Spanish, I think because a lot of people use that as just like,
So long.
yeah, like so long.
But that would imply Spanish exists in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Maybe it does. Let me see. I did physical. Just I'll do HP. I think I did.
All those canines. I like how he has all these things that reference clouds or weather or lightning, and he still thinks he's a frog.
Yeah, somehow he doesn't catch on.
Like, it's not like he has like a lick move, a swallow move like Yoshi, a tongue move. Oh, nice. So that's new that they added the special enemies that when you defeat them, they
when
give you.
defeat them, yeah, you get.
Damn, I
that
didn't know they give you
frog
frog
coin.
coins though. I thought they just gave you like an item or like a regular coin.
Maybe it's like random though.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get a once again where you can do the item twice or the hit twice, and then sometimes it's just a random move.
I like how their kingdom is like they parked it right next to Bowser's castle.
Well, they had to.
Or do you think it's a thing of they were there first and then Bowser moved his castle next to theirs?
Well, I think, but yeah, Bowser was probably just like All right, I'm just going to move in right next to them. Okay, guys, this was One Up Rivals. I'm Jay, and I was joined by Ozzy, and we were playing Super Mario RPG for the Switch. If you enjoyed this type of video, give us a like or leave a comment, and consider subscribing to our channel. And we'll see you on the next one.